Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So last Thursday and this Thursday, I will not be live because we are on the end part, so sad, of our spring retreat. The next one won't be until July, and that is the amazing week and a couple days long retreat in Scottsdale. So I won't be live this Thursday because we're usually grabbing dinner or in the midst of doing something, so I don't want to try to cram one more thing into our already busy, fun, and amazing weekend. So if you came to last weekend's retreat, we had a ton of fun, lots of conversations, and I can't wait for this weekend as well. Let's see. If your plans have changed, I do have a few spots, so you can feel free to reach out and still get a spot for this weekend's class or this weekend's retreat. And if not, hopefully we'll see you guys in July. So hopefully you guys had a good day, got into your craft room, did a little bit of crafting. I did not. I actually did my Facebook Live yesterday. I did come out just to make sure I had everything ready, but other than that, I went to lunch with a couple of my girlfriends who drove in from Idaho, Stephanie and Valerie. They drove in for last weekend's retreat, and they're staying for this weekend's as well. So we met for lunch and had an amazing margarita and some Mexican food. But other than that, I kind of just relaxed and took it easy. Anyway, let's point you over so we can start crafting. I'm just going to make sure we are live on Facebook, and we should be. I didn't get any error message, and yep, everything looks good so far. So if you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. The set we are going to be playing with tonight, I am actually super duper excited about it. I've had this for a little bit and I haven't used it, and then I was looking at it and thought, how fun is this set? So the circle dies, they're not really circles. They are fun, crazy circles. So there are a ton of these. I actually don't even know if my ruler, oh yeah, so it's about 5.5 inches, depending on which way you do it. So it's about, the largest one is about 5.5. Let's see, what is the smallest one? The smallest one is maybe 3/4, maybe a little bit, a smidgen over 3/4 of an inch. So lots of circle dies, and they are actually a lot of fun. And they do fit around your images. So we are actually using every single stamp in this set. Every single one of them we are going to be using. And you really are going to be floored when you see how easy these cards are to put together. And you can have a congratulations for a baby, congratulations for graduation, you make me smile, it's a big day for a wedding, it's a big day for graduation, it's a big day for a baby. So there are literally so many things that you can do with this set. So I'm super excited to show you guys. So I did put the dimensions in before I went live, and I want to pull in the colors before I show you the cards. So I've actually done, I think, 7 of these cards, or 6 of these cards already. So the first set I did in all of our pinks. This set, I decided to pull in some of our blues. So I have Blueberry Bushel, Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, and Pool Party. So those are the 4 blues I'm going to be using on the cards we're going to be making tonight. But let me show you what I created using these cards, using this stamp set. So this one is graduation, and I did this for a girl, so it's a big day. I have the congratulations in masculine colors. I have another congratulations for a wedding, bridal shower or a wedding, and I did this one in our pinks. I have the same exact card in It's a Big Day for the wedding or bridal shower, and I did this one in blues. And then I have You Make Me Smile This one is in our pinks. And then a congratulations in the baby bottle for a little girl. So we're going to make these two, but we're going to do them in our blue tones. Isn't it kind of crazy how you can make all of these cards using one set? It kind of blew my mind a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start with 8.5 by 11 piece of our thick basic white. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. It was 8.5 by 11 before I cut it and scored it. So we're just going to give this a nice good crease. And I also have another piece of our basic white. This is 3 1/4 inches wide by 4 3/4 inches wide. I'm 100% sure. Oh, it's 4.5. I'm actually glad I looked at that. It's 4.5 inches by 3.5. Oh my goodness, I was totally off. Hopefully I didn't mess that up when I wrote it in the dimensions. And then I have 4 pieces of our blue. This one is Pool Party. This one is Azure Afternoon, Blueberry Bushel, and Balmy Blue. So literally, we are just going to stamp these and then put them on this piece of our basic white. You do want to bring in a scrap piece of basic white. I'm sorry, a scrap piece so you can stamp on. We're going to start with Pool Party, and I have my little smiley face. So I am going to come in and randomly stamp the smiley face. And then you can leave it blank like this, but I kind of thought it was a little blah. So I just came in and filled in some of the edging. So there's that one in Pool Party. Next, I'm going to do Balmy Blue. And I want to clean this off. I have my little towel beside me. So just doing the same. Randomly stamp these smiley faces and then come in and add to fill in. Perfect. That one is done. Let's clean that off. Close this one up. Let's grab Azure Afternoon. I probably should have, while I had all the inks open, just stamp the other one as well. Oh well. I will not lie to you. This card is so easy to put together, and it's actually, I think, a lot of fun. Okay, there's Azure Afternoon. Wipe that off. And then our last one is Blueberry Bushel. And I'm using tone on tone. So same ink color, same cardstock color. And I really contemplated doing them in purples, but I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. Okay, so let's pull this out of the way. And now I just want to bring in all of our pieces. So I'm going to put Pool Party on the left, Azure Afternoon beside it, Balmy Blue, and then the Blueberry Bushel. So that actually lined up pretty good. I'm just going to scooch this over a smidgen. I actually think that's pretty good. So grab your green glue, and we're going to start by just adding one at a time. I know I don't always use our blues, so that's why I decided to do one in each color. But I was actually super impressed with how one set you can use for so many occasions. It is definitely a bang for your buck. And it's not in any catalog. It is an online exclusive. So it is called, where is it? I just had it. There it is. Around It All. And it comes as a bundle. Okay, there's that. I'm actually going to scooch that over and bring in the other colors. I know, isn't it cute? Thank you, Darlene. Okay, so this one's is your afternoon. So let's, since it's open, let's start stamping that. And this one, I have a little baby bottle. It's so cute. So randomly, I don't know if that's really random stamping, but I'm going to call it random stamping. Okay, so there's the Azure Afternoon. Now we can close this. Let's do Blueberry Bushel. The smiley faces. I think all of them are super cute, but I do love the little smiley faces. And I love the sentiment in there that says, "You make me smile." That really could be birthday. It could be thank you. It could be anything. Thinking of you. Balmy Blue. Oh, I did not clean that off very well. Hello, Linda. Welcome. So just go in and fill in all the pieces. If you're just logging on, I promise it's not just baby cards. I will show you all the cards after we put them together as well. Because I bet many of you maybe saw this set online, but didn't really think you needed it in your life. But I'm here to tell you, I think you do. I think all of us need this set. I actually wish I would have thought of this earlier and I would have done it for the Retreat Make and Takes. I love them that much. Let's do one right there. Okay, perfect. So all the stamping is done on, oh, I just put my fingernail in. Look at that. Darn it, and I don't have any tissues beside me, so I'm probably going to use my pants. At least they're black, nobody's going to know. Oh, it actually came off pretty good. A little bit, not tragic. Okay, so let's bring in our other piece of basic white. And I'm going to do Pool Party, Azure Afternoon, Balmy Blue, and Blueberry Bushel. We need to scooch these over a smidgen. And then we can glue them down and assemble all at one time. There we go. And when I bring in my ribbon that I used, you guys are going to be so excited. Vicki actually made some for herself over the weekend, and she made me some as well. I literally could have hugged and kissed her. It was on my to-do list to make. I just never got around to do it. But it is so cute. I did not come up with it. Another demonstrator did, and I don't even know her name. But I'm sure we can find the directions if anybody likes the idea. Okay, that is all done. Let's bring in the ribbon so I can show you. So you know how your ribbon always gets discombobulated all over the place? The lady came up with the little tabs to make it so it was easy to take your ribbon off. And Vicki made me a bunch. I honestly think I did already cut the ribbon for these cards, but I do not see it beside me, so we're just going to cut some more. So I'm just going to take some ribbon, wrap around. Usually I don't pre-cut, I wrap, but we're going to pre-cut today. only because I don't want to wear the ribbon. I haven't really played with it on the spool very much with this new little contraption, so I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so here's the 2 for our cards. Let's bring in some mini glue dots. I like to put both sides on when I do cut it, pre-cut them, and that I don't have to fuss with it. I'm gonna wrap. Add both sides on, give it a good pinch, and it should pick them both up. Should is the word. I actually think it did. There we go. I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool. This isn't necessary because we are going to put dimensionals on the ribbon, but I kind of like just to make sure it's not going to flop around. We don't want anything sagging or flopping around. So let's grab the Balmy Blue. We're going to do congratulations. So I have the big congrats. And I'm going to stamp. Perfect. And then I have the pool party. I tried to alternate the colors for the sentiments. And you make me smile. You're going to grab your dies. And I believe I used this one for the You Make Me Smile. And then I believe I used that one for the congrats. So those are the 2 that I used. But because we are live and we have the handy dandy of Facebook, they are already cut. So all we have to do is now glue all of our pieces together. Let me go ahead and fold my other card base. Okay. And it doesn't matter which gets glued on because they're both basic whites. Just make sure I don't mess up and put the wrong sentiment on the wrong card. Okay, there's that one. There's this one. Perfect. Let's flip these over, grab some dimensionals. And because he's a little wonky shaped, I know I probably put too many, but it's my card. You can put as many as you want. Okay, throw those in the trash. So congrats is going to go on the baby. And then You Make Me Smile is going to go on the smiley face. And I've already tied 2 bows. And these are just going to go off to the side. You could add some rhinestones if you wanted to, or some gems. I didn't, but that doesn't mean you can't. You can really do whatever you want, but I actually think these are going to be so pretty in the purples as well. So I don't know how well I can get all of them on my screen, but I will try. So these are all of the blue tones. And then here are the pink tones. There you go. Look how fun and cute these are. 4 different cards using 1 set. Love, love, love them. Hopefully you guys do too. And see, it was so easy to put together. Let me bring in the name of the stamp set. It's called Around It All, and it does have the matching coordinating dies. It is an online exclusive, and you can get it as a bundle. So anyway, that is your guys' Facebook Live for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I will not be back on Thursday, but definitely on Tuesday, I will show you the pillow gifts that everybody got, the make and takes, the bag that everybody got. I'll show you all of the ins and the outs of this spring retreat. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see everybody next Tuesday or this weekend. We'll chat with you soon. Bye-bye.